Hey guys, made it to Camp Milton. Um, so this is the park. It's open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This place was named after a Florida governor that became a governor. Oh, excuse me. I just had a Dr. Pepper. I shouldn't have drank one. I'm a real bourbon. Anyways, he was the governor of Florida by the last part of the Civil War. So there is Civil War stuff over here, little plaques and stuff. Like this one. Probably Southern Magnolia. Born in Stratford Hall, Virginia in 1807. Huh. For the command of the Union Army Secretary Francis Blair. Okay, so if y'all want to read all this, just pause it, screenshot it. Trying to figure out what those little things are. They're just all around the parking lot. There's little different plaques. Some trees, from what I read, are for different places. This is the magnolia. I think one got donated by a plantation. One's from Robert E. Lee's magnolias, one of his. So, and I think one came from another place. Where Lincoln was born, or somewhere where he stayed at. So, figured this would be interesting. Andersonville, Southern Magnolia. Oh, this one's a little worn out. Can't read much of it. And okay, there's a plaque over here. So we'll walk over there and see what it is. It's a big tree. Speaking of tree, I think Tree Oak should be my next video. I just want to say thank you, first of all, for anybody that watches, even if it's for a few minutes. Okay, I can't even say it. Not from here. Apalachicola Harbor Live Oak. So we got lots of them. All right. Now let's go see about the trails. Okay, another Andersonville Southern Magnolia. Okay, there's a Confederate prison. I guess this is where this one came from. Okay, that's pretty cool. This handpicked from one of Clara Barton's Southern Magnolias at Andersonville. So it doesn't even look that old. I'm not sure what the 200-year-old or 200-something-year-old tree should look like. But yeah, there's one plaque there. I guess somebody knocked it down. So I want to do these plaques first and kind of see which trees from which. I didn't know they were going to be the parking lot when I read about it. So we're exploring this together. Oh, so anybody that has concerns about if it's dog friendly or anything like that, it is. They have to be on a leash though. They do have two little picnic tables over there. Y'all can see those. Wheelchair accessible. So if you're in a wheelchair, you can do that. You can ride bikes. Okay, this is another Andersonville Southern Magnolia from Congressman William Seward. There's really just some Sewards. I don't know if they're related. I've been trying to do what I can with my ancestry stuff. And Clara Barton and Dorrance Atwater. You don't hear that last name often. At least I don't. This one, it's a lot bigger. So we're just live oats from. And then we'll hit the trails. I'm trying to limit myself to 2 hours here. There's one other place on this road on a Halcema. I want to see. Okay, this live oak. Got a lot of them around here. The live oaks. So, I think there's a plaque over there. I'm going to go check that out. Okay, y'all, I seriously need some glasses. It's part of the fits. So, yeah. Okay, so they got the bike racks there if you want to just ride a bike up here and walk or whatever, or take a break. Okay, electric bikes are allowed. Please share the trail and obey posted speed limits, which is good. I have a friend that rides his e-bike. Okay, that's good. They have that. Let's look at the map. So Jacksonville on the edge of the Civil War. Let's see. I'm going to put that back a little bit. I definitely want to find out where that is. That will have a farmstead and come from somewhere else in Jacksonville. So we are here, and I'm trying to find there. And McGurk's Creek, we shared that with, I could have went Old Plank Way. It probably been quicker. We shared that with Blandon. Okay. In the 1860s, activities in Jacksonville were far away from the most publicized events of the Civil War. Because of this, many people are unaware that Jacksonville was critically involved in our nation's most tragic conflict. In addition to nearly 16,000 soldiers, Florida provided pork, beef, fish, fruit, and salt to the Confederate Army. Many of those troops and supplies were transported through Jacksonville. The Union Army recognized Jacksonville's important role in supplying the Confederacy and invaded the city 4 different times to control these efforts. This was the highest number of Union occupations of any city in the Confederacy. As you visit the park, please read the stories, see the Harvey Farm, listen to the wind blow across the field, and imagine life on the edge of Civil War. Okay, so it gives a little bit of a Civil War thing. So if you want to screenshot that and look at it later, please do so. I'm trying to say it on there as long as I can. Okay, Halcema Road sidewalks, trailhead, or road, earthworks, trail. I think earthworks is the one I wanted to get to. Well, I want to do all of them because it's not that long of a walk. I can do 3 miles, I think. Okay, so this property was purchased with funds from the Jacksonville City and the Florida Communities Trust. And in the 1970s is when they seen dug up a lot of the Confederate stuff. So they do have an archaeological site. There's more things right there. I wonder what this is. Probably, as most people say, Indian burial mound. But it's probably, this is to go for tourists, and their burrows are protected by Florida law. Okay, so take a screenshot if y'all want. I'm going to take a picture. There. So yeah, you definitely got to be careful with them. Just put them back over to, leaves back over if you find them. It's not that cold. I'm wearing a sundress and flip-flops today. I thought I was going to have to wear pants or shorts. Well, pants. Anyway, but, let's see which one this is. I think this is a trailhead. Oh, I call it trailhead. sure what that is, but someone lost something. So, buses parking only. I don't know. It's have an arrow going both ways, so I don't know. Well, I want to go back over this way. Sorry, I hate to be one of those that are caring, but that Jeep makes me nervous. They've been sitting there for a while with the car open, running. I think I get that from my mom. Because she's like that. It's just, when you're a single and you're a woman at that and you're by yourself, you can't never be too careful. You just hope that they're not up to any good, just sitting there talking on their phone or something. Yeah. That is important to put on this video. So, you guys realize that. Okay. So, funding the American Heritage Trees located at Camp Milton Historic Preserve was made possible in part with assistance received through the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services and the U.S. Forest Services. Funding for improvements to this facility was provided through a joint effort between the City of Jacksonville and the Florida Department of Environmental Protection through Recreational Trails Program. Okay, so this is what the trails look like, and it's old. They do have a battlefield reenactment thing. Here it be Stone Live Oak. Oh, important writer and abolitionist Harry Beecher Stowe wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin in 1852 during the Reconstruction. Stowe and many other Northerners came to Florida with the dreams of turning the wild, subtropical state into a haven for newly freed slaves. She purchased a home, 30 acres of orange groves in Mandarin near Jacksonville. Well, Mandarin is part of Jacksonville. That's our south side area. It's just what we call it now. It used to be a small town until it got incorporated later on. I think that happened in the early 1900s. Okay. The home, shaded by ancient trees, commanded a bluff overlooking the vast St. Johns River. The Harriet B. Stowe live oak is a centuries-old tree loaded with Spanish moss and resurrection fern that sheltered the rider's picturesque river home. The tree grew from a seed handpicked from the Harriet B. Stowe live oak. So, oh yeah, you can see some of it growing on there on the trunk. So, I forgot completely about that. Life under siege. Here's some old photos. Civil War in Jacksonville. Between 1861 and 1865, a long and bitter civil war divided our nation. Many of the most publicized events of this tragic conflict occurred in Virginia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Mississippi. Because of this, one might assume activities in Jacksonville were less significant. So y'all can Photoshop that if y'all want, not Photoshop it, but screenshot it if y'all want to read it. Union first invaded Jacksonville in March of 1862. Under Confederate General Robert E. Lee ordered the city abandoned by Southern troops. I think that's why we had a school named after him. Now it's Riverside High School. I probably should go by there. And here's where they were in downtown Jacksonville shortly after the first invasion. They returned for a second invasion on October 10th, 1862, the first time the city was evacuated without fire and destruction. On March 10th, 1863, the Union Army returned for a third invasion and introduced the use of African American troops for the first time in Florida. The Union soon departed, but Federal gunboats remained at the St. Johns River for the remainder of the war. On February 7th, 1864, Union invaded Jacksonville for the fourth and final time. President Abraham Lincoln had news that some Floridians were attempting to rejoin the Union and sent the Union Army to assist. By July 1864, the Union guarded downtown Jacksonville on 3 sides. Fortifications include lunets, rifle pits, redoubts, 8 batteries, complete artillery. Y'all can screenshot that if you want. So, as y'all can tell, it's shaded, so even on hot days, you can get reprieve from some of the heat. It is, you can definitely tell a difference in the degrees while walking. And it looks like some of the fort is still there. Okay, so this is another live oak from the area I can't pronounce. So if y'all want to read it, y'all can go ahead and screenshot it. And then there's another thing right here. The third Union invasion. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at those pictures. You know, growing up, we did a little bit of like the Civil War stuff in school. If y'all want to read any of this, screenshot it. I'm trying to read it myself, but I don't want to get too hoarse because I only had that much water. It's not like a ton, but I can already feel it in my throat a little bit. I hope I'm not getting a cold either. So, but yeah, so we didn't learn about this, and being in Jacksonville and growing up in Jacksonville, we didn't learn that they were here, much less in Florida. And I even took Florida history in high school, and so this is cool to learn, and it's all. And it looks like this part of the fort, I guess they had. So I don't know if we're allowed to go over there or not. Okay, so Nature Trail Earthworks Education Center is up there, or Harvey is cabin and campaign bridge. I'll come back and do this one. So I want to go to the thing up here. Oh, that one doesn't even have anything on it. It's all blank. But how cool is this? Like, it's part of history. Okay, Battery Park, Live Oak. So this tree grew from an acorn handpicked from Battery Park Live Oak. So if you're wondering what the seeds are for oak trees, that's what it is. Okay, I'm definitely taking a picture from over there. Okay, I know I'm probably going to stop at every one of these signs. I'm sorry, you guys. But this stuff like fascinates me. Like, y'all have no idea. I love history. And I know just about every one of us, probably not all of us, that lives in Florida or the United States, the tension of war. But most of us have had that was downtown Jacksonville, where Union soldiers patrolled the streets. How old that stuff looks like. So if y'all want to read these and screenshot it. Oh, living with substitute foods. I wonder what for coffee they used wheat, rye, barley, corn, peanuts, and sweet potatoes, which I heard about the sweet potato and the corn part, not the rest, which had been roasted and ground for tea. The substitute sassafras whatever, something like that. Sage and the leaves of yup, whatever. The ash of cornbreads or corn cobs dissolved in water provide a substitute for soda for baking. Arranged on the St. John's by Mary B. Grawl. Okay, so that was interesting. Oh, yeah, y'all might want to watch all steps on that. I didn't see that part there. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I'm taking pictures while I'm walking. All right, so this might take me more than 2 hours. But I just wanted to get this done. I should have gotten here at 9 when they first opened. I came 2 hours later. So, yeah, I got Bible study tonight, but I don't have to be there till about 7:15 because it starts at 7:30. So I just want to make sure I get, a shower and try to edit some. I need to get one of those GoPros. I really do. Because I'm trying not to make y'all dizzy with how this... Okay, so this is... I gotta get a picture. Why? Because it lasts longer. Hopefully. I wonder what that wood thing is. I'm fixing to find out. Okay, the Harvey Farm. This is the Harvey Farm. Historic Florida farm. In 1889, Mr. Harvey built his home near Camp Milton site when the state of Florida purchased property for the establishment of White House Field, which is White House is off of Chaffee. It's an area of Westside. For those that are not familiar with Jacksonville or Jacksonville history or areas, the Harvey home was moved to the town of White House. In 2002, the original Harvey cabin was moved to Camp Milton within a mile of the home's original location. Construction of the Camp Milton Historic Preserve added the barn and farmyard fencing to show how a typical farm homestead may have looked. Typical farm features included a livestock barn, sugarcane mill, storage shed, sweet potato cellar. Oh, my mom would be happy with that. She loves sweet potatoes. Outhouse may be added in the future. So this is the livestock barn, what it looks like. The sugarcane mill, the outhouse, storage shed, and the sweet potato cellar. When I think of cellar, I think underneath the home. So, what is that box? I think that's where they did the mill thing. I want to get a closer look. And a picture. Okay, there's another trail off here. Or is that the well? That's, I think, the well. It looks like a well. I don't know how close we can get to it. Yeah, that looks like a well. Okay. That's sad. They put trash in there. Okay. I don't think we are able to... Well, they have a thing where you can go in. So, we'll see. Alright. So, this is what I guess the typical house will look like. It reminds me a lot of my Peepaw's house. His was roughly about the same size. Maybe a tad bit bigger. Okay. So, same entrance right here. So, this is so cool. Oh, you can see through the windows. So, let's go around. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess you can go through the front thing there. I didn't see that. Well, I'll probably be better off going up here. I am not the most stable of peoples. I'll fall over my own feet. Oh, look at this. I'll probably go up there. Picture. Okay. But yeah, how could we walk on without shoes on flat ground? And still trip myself. I'm like super clumsy. So, okay. More trails. This is the side. Oh shoot, I think it might be locked. Yeah. Oh man. Well, I tried. So I guess that's where they had the full, I won't say fireplace, but a place where they had the furnace. So, ooh, that looks like it might be a cellar loot down there. I can't go 2 feet, too much. Growing up, I've always been told, like Florida, or at least Jacksonville, is above sea level. Not a whole lot, but just a little over. But I know I've had people want to argue, say no, we're sea level. So I don't know. I know you can only go so much. So that would have probably been the kitchen, little living quarters. Oh, look at that. My people used to have some rocking chairs like that. We painted one gray because it matched the house. He also had a gray house. So I want to see. Oh, I stepped on the stick. Okay. It has a lock on it. So they have locks right there. That's what it's like. My people had his rocking chairs over here, both of them, and he would hold his bikes over there because he never drove. He had bikes. They had a car one time, and my oldest uncle, who passed away right before he turned 30, he drove it, and he wrapped it around the tree, and that's not how he died. So he's scathed death then. But what killed him was he was an avid swimmer. He loved going to the beach swimming. He decided to get on one of those buoy things, not realizing how big it was underneath the water. He jumped off, hit his head, went unconscious, drowned. Unfortunately, I wish I got to meet him. He died in the late 60s, 69. So, it was before his 30th birthday. So, we got some chairs. It's probably locked. I know they have different vents and stuff like that here too, but I was hoping to be lucky enough to be able to go around and look at different stuff. These are cool. I like these. So I got them on both sides. I love that. So I guess this would have been the barn like. So bless you guys. I just heard something on the thing. I'm scared. Okay, this looks like one of those like old timey cellars, you know, when it's in a hurricane or something. So I guess that's one way going. Oh, cool. And then they have that, I guess, for like hay and all that. So that's pretty cool. A little place for firewood. Not sure how far I can go around this, but I'm just like so interested in this stuff. Y'all have no idea. Well, I guess y'all do now because I've already said it. And someone left a sign that's not very 1800s. So y'all don't mind me if I repeat myself. I'm sorry. So this is cool. Like, I love seeing old wagons like this. And I'm taking a picture. Okay, I guess that's the pond over there. So, yeah, you see there's stuff on both sides. Okay, I've probably taken too many pictures. All right, so we want to head out of this, go further down if possible. If not, why should I go over there? How about that? This goes into a gravel road and grass area. I think I want to go over here real quick. And I'm not sure if that goes all the way down or not, but we will check it out. So this is more of like a garden area. And I'm not doing, I guess, the traditional way. I think it's supposed to start over there. So we'll see. Okay, they got water fountains and benches all around. So let's see. So it's Robert E. Lee tulip poplar. Okay, that'd be cool to see when it's like fully grown. And Arlington National Cemetery tulips, poplar. That's pretty cool. They got it from there. More than 300,000 veterans buried out there. I know one of my friends' dad just got buried out there last year before. Okay, another one from the Arlington National Cemetery. So, okay, you know, this winter when their trees would look like that. Okay, that's cool. They got one for bigger adults, kids, and pets. I usually don't drink stuff like that. I like now out of the things. My mom ended up with mono because she drank out one of those. Okay, sycamore tree. And let's see what these are. Oh, it's also Robert E. Lee's poplar. I can't even say it right. Poplar. I think I already did this one. Yes, I did. All right, let's go this way and we'll go right back around. Guys, sorry for the shaky camera. Okay. Choctaw House. Gettysburg dress honey locust. I heard it. We got one from there too. Okay, we got a Shiloh silver maple. Right there. This is a different one. Stonewall Jackson Prayer Oak. Not sure which one's the oak. That was he prayed at, but I'm assuming over here. Battle of Selma Live Oak. No, looks really dark. Kennesaw Mountain White Oak. Okay. This had to do with Union General William T. Sherman's bloody march to the sea. This came from Kennesaw Mountain White Oak, which stands atop Little Kennesaw Mountain. That's in Georgia. Oh, they even got Lincoln's Tomb White Oak. Secondary Ridge White Oak. Right there. And this is Frederick Douglass White Oak. Y'all know he's one of the foremost leaders of the abolitionist movement. This was taken from his white oak found at Cedar Hill. So that's what it looks like. Oh, got a Booker T. Washington sycamore. I had no idea anything of his here. Alright, so I'm going to go this way real quick. I'm going to go over that bridge. It was just right there. Came from right there. This is part of the trail. Let's see what this is. It's a lot for me to take in. These might be other signs of trees. They have a whole circle of flags where the trees have come from. So, a lot of them are repeats, just to warn y'all. A treaty live oak, a legendary landmark in downtown Jacksonville, Florida. This majestic live oak tree is said to have sheltered settlers and natives during peace treaty talks in the early 1900s. An amusement park stood on the site, and today it is the park centerpiece of Jesse Ball DuPont. Bequeathed the tree and adjacent land to the city for perpetual care. This tree grew from an acorn handpicked from Jacksonville Treaty Oak, a live oak. And what the story is false. That did not happen, but it is one of the city's largest and biggest tree. And it was called Dixieland. That was the music part. Alright, so we're going to go over this bridge. I was trying to wait for that couple to go over. It's so cute. They're older couple. They're holding hands and all. Well, I guess that's all they're doing. They seem to be sweet and nice. Exchange hellos back that way. So, shout out to y'all. I don't know your names. I don't know if you watch this channel. But hey. So, trying to remember what the name of this bridge thing is. I'm hoping this sign will say no horses beyond this point. Okay. So, to me, I know a lot of people don't like stuff like this, but I do. For those who want to enjoy a little bit of the scenery, here you go. So, and here's a little creek. Oh, look how those go around. You're going to hear a lot of birds, see a lot of squirrels. I've heard roosters going off. So we're in the little bit of a country part of the west side. So, oh my gosh, look at those roots. They got some strong roots. Look at how that tree is. It's kind of deformed. Got different vines and stuff. So I guess they allow some horses here too. I forgot they had a equestrian center. Not center, but little thing going on. Yeah, I heard an owl. I think it sounded like one. I was hoping to catch it on camera, but it stopped. Maybe in a few minutes. So y'all can hear it. I wonder why that one's got I don't know if y'all can see it, but it looks like red or pink on the bark. I don't know if there's something wrong with it or they had to mark it for something. But yeah, I've never seen a tree look like that. Or is diseased maybe. Oh. I think some of the branches came off of it. Looks like, oh, try not to. Oh, that's fungal. Oh, I'll walk my butt back over here. I'm trying to be careful not to walk on the ground because there are turtles burrowing under a lot of these. And in wintertime, I guess a lot of them do that. Which, I mean, it's been freezing cold this whole week. Today has been the nicest. I waited till Friday to do this video, so I didn't have to bundle up. I'm sorry y'all having to hear my keys. I brought my little purse with me, and I had to hook them somewhere. Oh gosh, I'm definitely coming back here again. I love to hear the birds. Did y'all hear it? All right. All right, there it went again. Could y'all imagine, like, both armies having to go through all this terrain? Of course, they probably had to clear out a lot of stuff to do it. A family that fought for both sides. And I'm pretty sure that was most of our family. Oh, there's a little house right there. Oh, sorry. I'm a little excited. I'm like, what else is on this whole trail? What can we explore? I love exploring stuff. Oh, there's that sweet couple again. So, I'm going to walk up here. See y'all in a minute. Okay, I guess this is where you can rest, park your bikes, have a picnic, or sit and talk. Okay, oh, these are the restrooms. All right, at least I know where the restrooms are at. I guess this little water fountain thing, or I call it water fountain. Okay, now I should have grabbed some of my church flyers and put them out. So, but that's cute. That's the restrooms. Well, it looks like an older house, and I love that they have the tin roof. So, and they got the little water fountain things and trash Y'all, please put your trash in the proper places. Please. I'm only saying it because I love you guys. Not to be mean. Oh my gosh, that scared me. He was yawning. He came out of nowhere. So that's the women's side. That's the men's, so. As y'all can tell, it's a popular place to go and hang out, and especially for the older people or those with kids. Thought I had this on record, so this is where I'm at now. That's probably my next step. I came from over there. They show the little camping area. Okay, I guess they have some horseback riding. Y'all can hear all these little squirrels. I don't know if y'all can see them, but you hear them playing in there and all. I think I found my way on the e-bike area. So I'm going to go through here a little bit and back down and back where I was at. Look at that tree. Well, you know, some of the animals have to go back in there and hide for a little bit. Okay, just to let y'all know, it's private property, so y'all don't go over that way. I done seen some houses over there too, so you might want to stay like right here and maybe right in here. Okay, I guess other people are walking this too, but it seems to be more popular with the bikes. So I'm probably going to go, I'm not sure how long this one goes, so I'm going to turn back and go back the other way. I want to see what's at the end of there and go back where I was at and do some of the other trails there that are shorter. So this is some moss type. When y'all see this, it's a different type of moss. It's, I guess, more like a fungal thing, but when it rains, it gets super slippery. So be careful of that. Okay, y'all hear that? That's squirrels. Is how they communicate. So a little weird sound. Okay, so this is a 4-way stop. So there is where homes are at and all. So please be careful when you are on the bike or just walking or your horse. I think this is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I'm on this little bridge thing. There's little plaques here and there that you can look at, different histories of Camp Milton. They showed what some of the stuff looked like, the armories, and of course the things that go boom, and stuff like this, the larger plan. Oh, and I'm finally at the end of the thing. They showed photos, some camp, like Camp Pensacola, Not Camden, where someone were stationed in Pensacola, stuff like that. So beware, this part is like the largest part of the thing. There's another bridge I didn't get to do. I ran out of some storage and had to delete stuff. So I would say definitely come check this out. Expect to be here probably more than 2 hours if you want to stop and read everything and look and just kind of relax. So definitely do that. Someone had to take this one right here to go back around because I kind of slipped off to the side part. So far this is really good. I've learned a lot. Like I said, fortunately we didn't learn a lot of this stuff in school here, and we should have. I don't know if I stopped this or accidentally, but this is infantry camp at Pensacola. It resembles Camp Milton. So, you guys see all that? 20. Alright, I gotta take a video of that. That is just massive. Okay, apparently there's another part of this thing I didn't see. So, if y'all want to read any of this, please screenshot it. Alright. So that tells us about the beef supplies. Learn about it on floridastateparks.org. And a lot of these photos are on civilwarphotos.net. Okay, so this talks about some of the archaeology. Now I can't speak. Archaeology here at Camp Milton. Oh, dang! It's has a path of 850 feet to the fork and the boardwalk. See the remaining earthworks. Only 725 feet remain. Okay. To be honest, there's not much really to see, or at least what I've seen. There's another part. I didn't go on when other couple came through. I would have to come back and like do that little part and get that one bridge. Right now, I'm gonna head to my car. Number one, because I had to pee, and two, I have someone at my house. I told them I'll be back about 2:15, and it's after 2:30, so I had to let them know, hey, I'm walking back to my car. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be there soon, and have one stop all I do. And shoot, there's a golf cart coming. So, have family at the house, so I had to meet them up. Okay, I was about to drop my phone, so I'm getting a front end shot of this thing. I'm right by the parking lot. Definitely got a workout in for sure. So it's crazy. They had to dig the trenches first, then do all this. So I'm guessing those little gaps where they lay down and with the shotguns or muskets, I should say. And all. So I wonder if that's where they hid behind, what they had the cannons and stuff. some of the signs showed where they had some of the cannons at, with the men by them. So I would say if you like nature, you like history, definitely come. Prepare to be here probably more than 2 hours, especially if you want to read all the plaques and look at everything, sit down and relax, and all that. So definitely the trail I was on was the longest one. So prepared to do a lot of walking. Wear some good shoes, maybe some long pants or shorts. I didn't think about it, but gotta worry about ticks even. So heading back to the area over there. So apparently this is also a bus stop area. I did not know that. So got one gate open. Law of Liberty Church. I seen this passing through and I thought this was the cutest thing ever. They have a little bitty church. I guess it's for the kids. That's so cool. A little walk and cross thing. But this is off of Halsema Road. You can tell it's an older one. They have a cemetery on the side, and it's your pastor's birthday. So that's something I wanted to show y'all.